I want to tell you guys about an amazing book that came to my experience several years ago, back when I didn't fully understand what it was about or what they were talking about in each of the chapters. But over time, as I reread the book, not only in English but in other languages to help me acquire new languages, I started to realize exactly what the book was saying. I don't have the book with me right now, but I will put a picture of it here. And this book is the Kybalion. The Kybalion by the Three Initiates. It goes through the 7 hermetic principles that govern our experience, that govern the laws of life, and everything is subject to these laws. And today I wanted to specifically talk about the law of cause and effect. I wanted to talk about how every action, every thought, every movement that you make, any given moment in time, is the result of actions that you chose to make. So you are exactly where you are today because of the continuous actions that you've chosen. Some people are consciously choosing and some people are subconsciously choosing. So in this video, I want to help you take these actions from subconscious actions to conscious actions because everything is subject to cause and effect. So there is no way to escape this moment you're watching this video, and as you continue to watch the video, that is the cause, and the effect would be you being able to take notes and change your reality, right? So that is cause and effect. A lot of people don't realize that their lives are basically being dictated by programming, by subconscious beliefs, by limiting beliefs, and they're just going through life day to day. But when you are able to understand the root cause, the root belief that you have of yourself, of your finances, of your spouse, of your partners, you can begin to understand how you are making subconscious choices to perpetuate that thought, how you are continuing to create this reality based on a limiting belief. So, looking at parts and aspects of your life that no longer serve you, parts and aspects of your life that you're not pleased with, is going to be the first step in this exercise. You want to be able to look at something and say, I no longer want this to be this way. So what is it that I want to bring about? And just that simple act alone of you writing down what you desire is going to put you onto this trajectory of working and taking action towards that. So you now know what you don't want. You now know what you do want. So what are you going to do as a result to get to that reality? To put this in more literal terms, I have the actual definition of the action and reaction part of this universal law. Every action is a cause that produces a reaction, and that reaction then becomes a new cause in a continuous cycle. So if this is the law, what would happen if you were to decide what's next? And the other part of this principle is the chains of causation. Events don't create new events, they are simply preceding links in an unbroken chain of events flowing from a higher creative energy. So this in a nutshell is the blueprint to manifesting your reality, creating your desired life. If you know that you want to achieve something in the next 6 months, what are you doing today in order to make that happen tomorrow? Because everything is cause and effect. If you put in the input, what is the output that you're going to get? You can start to analyze everything that you're doing and realizing if it's connected to the effect that you desire or if it's going to continuously create a cycle of what you don't want to bring about in this lifetime. So understanding this principle within the Kybalion, the principle of cause and effect, will help you understand that everything you're doing, every call you make, every text you send, every person you bring into your experience, every item that you pick up to eat, every song you listen to, everything that you do, it's continuous. Everything is a cause and everything is an effect. This is mostly for the people who don't realize that they're subconsciously making choices to continuously create a reality that they don't desire. And this goes into a concept that I created called the light formula, where basically, in order to begin to change your outcome, you have to focus in on your inputs. So, again, what are you consuming? What are you listening to? Who are you hanging around with? Who are you spending most of your time with? What thoughts are you replaying in your mind? What videos are you watching? Are you constantly on social media? And if you are, have you created an algorithm that feeds your subconscious and your conscious mind? Or are you feeding into an algorithm that has been programmed to keep you subdued, to keep you in a state of unawareness? I plan on going through all of these 7 hermetic principles, but I wanted to start with that one just so that you guys can get a little understanding of the power behind these words. If you are someone who is interested in learning more, definitely purchase the book. Go online and find where you can get this book, because I believe it to be a very powerful blueprint for life, manifestation, and creating your desired reality.